You walked in and I think you found it a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Because this, you know, you're back in this country.
Yeah.
You haven't had a chance to actually go home yet, have you?
Not yet. I only got back yesterday.
How
back
are
into
you
England.
feeling right now?
I feel... Obviously, I'm so happy to be back, but everything's just going so fast and I just find it real overwhelming. Just like I just said to you, all I wanted was 2 weeks holiday, just like everybody else. Go on my holiday for 2 weeks.
I mean, I guess the obvious question, let's just start with the nitty-gritty here, is that you were stopped when you tried to enter Egypt. Well, you'd been many times, but you had 290 tramadol pills, very strong painkillers.
Thought she was doing me like a kind gesture.
But who is this person who had access to that amount of...
He's just like somebody I know from work.
But these are on prescription, these drugs. So how did that person get them?
Well, to be honest, I can't talk about that too much for legal reasons.
Well, I'm sure, but I mean, it's an obvious question, isn't it? Because what people have said to me...
Believe me, I can't wait to see you.
Huh?
Believe me, I want to ask her all this and can't wait to see you. But that's something that...
But do you know where this person got them from?
No. Because you know what, Piers, you don't know how embarrassed I am now, because at the time, when she gave them to me, I didn't think anything.
But if somebody look, Laura, if somebody we're going to come to the... I mean, you've been through a horrible ordeal, right? Nobody doubts that. I was reading the details of what you went through in this prison, and we'll come to that in a moment, and it's horrendous.
Yeah.
However, I've got to say, throughout this story, I don't know you at all, right? And I know you were very emotional when you first got here, so I get how harrowing it's been for you. But I do find it very strange that somebody is... You're not a stupid woman, you know, obviously, from the little I know of you, but that somebody would take 290 prescription pills to a country where Piers, everyone knows, if you've watched, you know, Midnight Express, we all know you don't take stuff like that into countries like Egypt.
Piers, I literally didn't think, because I took one night just about a week before I went for my legs, because I get real bad legs. I didn't actually look, and I had no idea how many I actually
Look
had.
at that picture there, Laura. There's so much of it. How could you not think, I've got to be careful here?
I just didn't. I really didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
Did you take it because you had pain?
No, well, I took them for my pain, but obviously when I first spoke to the girl, she was asking how Omar is, blah, blah, blah. And Omar's had a bad back for a while.
That's your husband?
So he had a bad back and he'd been to the doctors in Egypt to give him injections. Nothing was clearing this back. Now, I didn't actually know what the problem was. I'm not the most sympathetic person in the world, to be honest with you. I just thought he'd pulled a muscle. He told me he'd done it pulling like a parasol, like an umbrella with concrete in the bottom. So I just thought I was doing a good deed.
When you asked for the drugs from this friend...
I didn't ask for tramadol.
Well, you asked for your friend for what?
Yeah.
For what?
I was talking to her, and she asked me what he was taking, and I said, I've given him some heat rubs, blah, blah, blah. And she went, oh, well, I'll be able to get him some stronger pain relief. I was like, oh, that'd be nice.
But if you were But see, this is where I find it just a bit odd. It's like, if you were getting pain relief for someone who's got a bit of a bad back, you wouldn't end up with enough to fill a pharmacy, I mean, and then just take it through customs at Egypt.
Yeah, but I never asked her for that much. This person...
But once she gave it to you, did you not think this is a bit weird?
No. Honestly, Piers, I didn't think anything of them. The bag, it was a pharmacy bag, it was about that big. Obviously, I knew I had more than one, but...
You're 290.
I know. You know...
I mean, I've had 5 different ailments in the last 7 weeks. Bronchitis, laryngitis, sinusitis, duodenitis and gastritis. If you totalled up all the medication I've had in 7 weeks, it's probably about a quarter of what I've just seen.
We know. Well, I remember before she said something about getting medication like free or something, and this was ages and years ago, and we never understood what she meant. When she said about these tablets, I just didn't think.
When you were stopped, Laura, obviously by Egyptian customs, and obviously your life changed very dramatically. So tell us what happened then, how you felt when they apprehended you.
I went on my holiday, just like I always do. I was so happy walking into the airport.
How often do you go over to Egypt?
I go 3 times a year. I was so happy walking into the airport, and I saw the guy, because I know how it works, because I always go to Haggadah. So I saw the guy at the little conveyor belt, you know, he checks your suitcase, and I said, oh, hi, like this. And he said, oh, hello, can you put your suitcase on? I went, oh, yeah, sure. Put my suitcase on. And as it was going through the checker, he said, oh, do you have medication? I said, oh, yeah, I do, I have some tablets. And he went, OK, open your suitcase. I opened my suitcase, and he pulled them out straight away, and he said, what's this? And I said, it's tramadol. And he went, you can't have this. I went, why not? He went, and I thought he was joking. I went, you're joking. I was laughing. I actually thought he was joking with me. I really believed he was joking.
The next thing is you're in a prison, and it's a pretty horrible
well, it was
prison.
it was the police station. But I was so stupid. I didn't even know I was in a police station. They never actually told me I was arrested 4 days later. When they said, Laura, you're arrested, I thought, arrested? Why? I haven't done anything. I had no idea at this point that there was what.
When did you realise it was very serious?
Well, when this girl told me in the police cell. I was like, what? Sorry, can I just ask you, what is this like big deal with these tramadol? Because to me, I just saw him as like a stronger painkiller. And she said, oh, well, maybe they think that you're trying to sell them. I went, sell them? Who to? What for? She's like, oh, well, who would buy these? I don't understand. Because I literally just saw him as
You were sent to prison, and it was, I mean, terrible conditions. Just describe briefly what the conditions were like.
In Cairo?
Yeah.
You slept on the floor by the toilet at one
No,
point,
that
didn't
was the police station.
in Hurghada.
That was, yeah, that
What was the
horrendous.
prison like?
The prison was horrendous. They made you wear like a white, everybody was in white, like galabeas, like long
How many
dresses.
were with you?
200 people, 200 women.
In one area?
Yeah, 200 people, 84 beds. So if you do the maths, you'll realise that everybody was all over the floor, everyone was all in the toilet.
And was it violent?
Not in Cairo, in Hurghada, it was horrendous, fighting every single night. I witnessed the most horrendous things I never thought I'd see in my life.
How long were you kept in Hurghada before you went?
2.5 months.
And that was the worst of it, was it?
Yeah, 100%.
What did you feel when you were living in these conditions and you were facing years in prison?
Yeah.
What did you feel?
Well, Piers, because I knew I was innocent, I was quietly confident I would never get 25 years.
You weren't innocent in the sense that you
but I
did
was
take
innocent.
the pills into
No,
the
I was
country.
innocent as in the whole...
You weren't, as far as you were concerned, you weren't smuggling
or
or
selling. Don't ever call me a
selling.
drug dealer. Do you know what I mean? Please don't ever call me a drug dealer. How dare you call me a drug... Do you know what I mean? So I was so conscious about clearing my name for that, I never thought for 1 minute I'd get possession. Never. Because I had so much evidence in court that stood up in court.
What was the
claim it.
lowest moment for you?
Oh my God, there was too many. There's just too many.
Well, what was
to
really
mention.
the worst moment, do you think, when you look back?
The worst moment was definitely Hurghada, when on my second day I saw 2 girls get tortured with sticks. And I thought, oh my God, what am I doing with these people? What am I doing with these people? Why am I even in the same room as these people? It was horrible. I really thought, you know, if I'm nice to them, they'll be nice to me. No, it's not like that at all.
You
They're
then
not nice.
finally got good news. What was that moment? Must have been euphoric for you.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? It's weird because you don't trust anybody. They all lie. You don't know what to believe. So my name was called in November to go in January. So I had to wait all that time. And right into the end, the girl said, oh, this could be a chance you might not go, you know. I went, but this is ridiculous. Because after my arrest, the law changed to 4 months to the year. So...
But that moment when you get released, I mean, that must have been...
Oh my God, unbelievable. I got told in church and everyone was kissing me. I was like, oh my God.
What was the first thing you wanted to do when you got home?
I just want to get a real nice bath. You know what? I've noticed this is going to come back to England. Everything's so clean. Everything's so clean and nice, and it's so dirty. There's only 5 toilets in Cairo for 200 women. 5 toilets. I used to have to get a shower with a jug over a hole in the floor. Oh.
Are you going to go back to Egypt?
Right now, absolutely not. No. But because of Omar, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
You've
but
been
right
married
now,
since
no.
2014, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Has he stood by you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's been to see me. Visiting was every 15 days. He came every 15 days. And because I must add to you, Piers and Susanna, that as soon as the son got involved, now they treated me like scum at first.
You wanted to get your boyfriend a load of illicit drugs.
No.
And took 290 tablets. What do you say to the people who don't believe
well, these people need to speak to other people who actually know us and know the kind of person that she is, because I don't want to speak bad about her, that because at the time she was doing a kind gesture. She's the kind of person that if you say, oh, you know, say for example, my mum had heartburn one time. Just in a conversation, I told her mum had heartburn.
You said earlier to me that you had tough questions for her, so which one is it?
Oh, yeah, I've got a question for her.
What would the question be?
Why did she lie and say I went into her house? Later on, she said I went into her house to steal the tablets. I don't even know where she lives.
Right.
Why on earth would she say something like that? So not only am I getting accused of being drug dealer, now I'm a thief.
You've obviously got issues you need to address as well with people around you. But you are now back in this country and you can now go home. And you must be very, very happy and a little bit regretful about what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I must add, because I one more thing about the whole travel advice thing. Even if I had checked my travel advice, I would never have known.
It wasn't on the website at the time.
Nothing. It got changed
Although that has
on the 4th
changed
of
now.
November.